Now, Action 10's Cole Vaughn with your Doppler 10 weather forecast.
Welcome back, everybody. We are out here at Lake Corpus Christi at the Wesley Seal Dam, talking about the Nueces River flooding situation that is ongoing from here at the dam and then further downstream out toward Blunser, toward Calallen as well, and basically all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. Now, there hasn't been any significant rain event here in the coastal bend that has contributed to this. It's actually just been water release from Lake Corpus Christi because of a lot of water upstream on the upper portion of the Nueces River that occurred closer to San Antonio during the months of September and even early October as well. Now, unfortunately, because they're having to release so much water, this is sending those downstream gauges into flood stage. Now, I spoke with the manager of the Wesley Seal Dam earlier today, and he told me that the water release is likely to continue at least for another couple of weeks, which is likely to continue to contribute to a lot of the flooding that is further downstream near Blunser. And by the way, Blunser is actually at this point, according to the Regional Forecast Center, that they are in their worst flooding since 2015 thanks to this. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about this. We'll switch you on over to graphics and show you that the Nueces River there in Blunser is actually now in major flood stage. They're at a level of about 25 feet right now. And you could see on this graph here that they were actually down in flood stage just last Thursday. They then rose through moderate flood stage and into major flood stage over the weekend, and that is where they currently sit. And notice that it looks like they're going to be sitting there at least through the middle to end of the week. Now, further on down to the south, you go toward Calallen. They're in flood stage right now, so not quite in major flood stage, but still healthily elevated. They're about 7 feet right now, and the graph for this actually shows they were just in action stage last week, which is basically kind of the warning stage before hitting flood stage. But look at this. By the time we hit this week, they're already up there into flood stage, and by the middle of the week, they're going to be there in moderate flood stage. So let's switch gears though, and we'll talk about the beautiful sunshine that we've had pretty much all weekend long. Kingsville getting a beautiful shot there. Further on over to the east, heading toward Rockport, more in the way of sunshine. And those temperatures are in the 80s for today. They're in the 80s for most of the weekend. It was a beautiful, beautiful weekend, and we've got more 80s in the forecast, but we do have another cold front on the way. So we'll show you the national temperatures right now, and you can see up there in the Pacific Northwest, that's where the cold front currently sits. And Future Tracker does show this cold front moving closer and closer to Texas. In fact, by tomorrow evening, it should be up there in North Texas and continuing to move south. Notice what happens though by Wednesday night. That's Halloween night. That cold front is sweeping through Texas, and it does look like, at least right now, notice that timestamp says Wednesday at 10 o'clock, that the cold front is to our north. So hopefully that means any rain that would be associated with it would stay to our north until after trick-or-treat time. That's at least the way the forecast is looking right now. There is the chance we could see a couple of strong storms. So here's our storm outlook. You see the yellow area up there near Houston. That's where they have a little greater chance of seeing some strong storms. But Corpus Christi and much of the coastal bend, as we zoom a little closer in, is only in the green. And what to know with this, you could see 1 or 2 strong storms. The best way to phrase it that I can think of is we've got a really small chance to see a big storm because overall chances are just going to be so low. But for tomorrow, no rain to be worrying about. Temperature's going to be in the 60s to start the day. Partly cloudy skies pretty much all day long. But look at that afternoon temperature up there to 86 degrees. Well, here's your 7-day forecast. Notice that as we get on into Halloween, we're up there in the 80s yet again. There's that cold front coming through on Halloween night. And then as we get into Thursday and then even into the weekend as well, look at that. More sunshine, more beautiful weather. Temperatures going to be in the 70s. It's going to be great news because we certainly don't need any rain in the area that could be aggravating the flooding situation along the Nueces. So hopefully we can get at least another week or 2 of some beautiful weather around the coastal bend. So I'm out here still reporting on the Nueces River. We'll be here for the next couple of newscasts, so be sure to stick around 4, 5, and 6. For now though, reporting live at Wesley Seal Dam, Cole Vaughn, Action 10 News.